Before mankind, before Eden, before the first sunrise on earth, a war broke out in heaven. It wasn't over territory or thrones. It was over pride, over power, over one angel's decision to rise above his creator. Lucifer, the name means light bringer. He was no ordinary angel. He was majestic, powerful, wise, a being crafted in perfection. The prophet Ezekiel described him as adorned with every precious stone, covered in brilliance, walking among the fiery stones of heaven itself. He wasn't just another angel. He was the anointed cherub, the guardian of divine glory. But something shifted. What was once pure became poisoned by pride. Lucifer gazed not at the throne in worship, but in envy. In the silent chambers of his heart, rebellion was born. He said within himself, "I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. I will sit on the mount of the congregation. I will ascend above the clouds. I will be like the Most High." 5 deadly I wills, and heaven trembled. Lucifer's pride infected others. A third of heaven's angels followed him. Angels created to worship turned to war. The first rebellion in history wasn't on earth. It was in the very courts of heaven. But God would not be challenged. The warrior archangel Michael was summoned, and there was war in heaven. Not metaphorical, but real, cosmic war, the kind that tore the stars. Lucifer was defeated, not by strength alone, but by righteousness. And he fell, not stumbled, but plummeted like lightning from heaven. The light bringer became the Lord of shadows. The star of the morning became the serpent of the pit. Cast down to earth, stripped of his glory, renamed Satan, the adversary, the great deceiver, the accuser of mankind. Since that moment, his war hasn't ended. It just changed battlegrounds, from heaven to earth, and you are in the crossfire. Every whisper of doubt, every seduction of pride is his ancient weapon dressed in modern disguise. Because Satan doesn't need to steal your throne, just your worship. His fall was the beginning of mankind's war against sin and God's plan for redemption. Lucifer's story is the oldest warning. Even beauty can be corrupted. Even greatness can fall. But his defeat is not the end. It's only the beginning, because the battle continues, and every choice you make echoes in eternity. This is just the first chapter. Subscribe to Chronicles of the Kingdom for more epic biblical stories, brought to life like never before.